We formed David Coulson Design in 1989. A lot of my early training was working with heritage building, the earliest part of British Columbia's history. My travels and my research took me through Italian architecture, Japanese architecture, and then arriving on the West Coast in the mid-80s and discovering this aquamarine, non-stop green lifestyle that we have here just totally inspired me. Well, I guess building truly means to me is, first of all, finding the perfect space, planting yourself on it, listening until you can make the most out of that particular site, make it as small as possible, as small a footprint as possible, and as affordable as possible, and as thoughtful as possible. And using materials and textures from as close a proximity to that site as you possibly can.
What's wonderful about working with David Coulson Design is that he has the depth of knowledge for something as significant as the heritage values that this house represents, but he also is very innovative. He helps us problem solve in ways that do come up because this is a public site. Although we try very much to care for it in terms of its historic value, we recognize that there are contemporary issues that come up, and David Coulson has always been just champion at finding ways to marry those two issues.
Dave was very helpful in accommodating all of the types of things we required for our lifestyle. We like to be outside. This is part and parcel of it. It's just great. It was very, very good to have his input in that, and he's helped the whole way.
When a client first comes to see us, it's all about listening. That's one thing I try to pass on to everyone within the crew here and the team, is to listen, listen, listen. And it's really important to have a good idea where our priorities lay. And I like to design for the future. Why not just make the perfect little home? If it just takes that little bit extra planning in the beginning, we can stay there and plant our roots for generations to come. David Coulson Design is a full service company, so we can offer, and I say this to clients, you can hire us to take you through any stage of the project and let us go if that be the case and you want to finish it yourself. So we'll start the process through consulting. We'll walk you through it. We'll spatially lay things out for you. We'll take it to the drawing board. We can walk you through the services we have in our studio, through a digital walkthrough of your project so that you can get a really honest sense of texture, color, and space. And then we can even price the project for you, and we have a full contingent of 20 to 25 full-time employees and bring that dream to reality for you. Affordability, sustainability, and safer homes are another part of our corporate agenda these days. It's sort of aging in place, making the homes smart so that people can actually live in them for generations after generation. I love creating rooms. The changing shadows, the changing lines, it often reminds me of the little building blocks that Frank Lloyd Wright played with when he was a child. It's like you can keep rearranging things and keep rearranging things. My idea is take a few steps this way, take a few steps that way. What does it look like over here? Looking for new angles to appreciate the site. And when I work with a client, my mind is going through that same process. I've already got the project finished in my mind, and I'm trying to imagine what it looks like coming back from all these different angles. The fact that it's limitless really keeps me impassioned, knowing that there's more to get out of a particular site, more to see in a very small building or in a very small site. There's more to enjoy, more to appreciate.